Hi everyone, my name's Reese and I'm new to YouTube, and I think I'm just going to start out by doing an easy New Year's look because Christmas is over, and so I'm going to use some of my new palettes that I got and try to come up with something. I started off with my eyebrows already done, and then I set my eyes already using a concealer and some setting powder. So I'm going to take my new Morphe. It's the 25B palette. Looks like this inside. And I'm gonna take the first shade I'm gonna use in my crease is gonna be Waffle. So I'm gonna take Waffle and use that. Take a big fluffy blending brush. This one's just by It Cosmetics, and I'm going to use that to just keep blending everything in together. Next shade I'm going to go in with is called Seek, and it's in the second row right here. So I'm just going to take that, go in just a little bit below where we were putting the other two colors. Next color I'm going to take is the color Thief. It's kind of this cranberry color, and I'm going to start down in my outer corner and kind of work that up into my crease. Take that same color and then on a smaller blending brush, this is just a crease brush. It's by Unique, and we're going to take that and put it in the outer corner again and darken it up a little bit more. What I'm going to do next is take my Shape Tape concealer by Tarte, and I'm going to take that on a flat brush. This is just a flat concealer brush from It Cosmetics, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to cut the crease. So I just put a little bit of concealer on the end, and then I'm going to go from the inner corner of my eye and just draw a line. Next is take the shade Character in my Morphe palette, which is this sparkly shade right here. I'm going to use that just with my finger, just where I put and cut the crease, just where I cut the crease. Okay, to brighten that up even more, since it's a New Year's look, we're going to use the Stilal Glitter Liquid Eyeshadow, and I'm just going to put that right on top of where I used the shimmery shade. Alright, so after doing that and I let it dry just a little bit, I'm going to take that same burgundy shade and deepen it up a little bit and start blending out where we put the shimmer so it comes together a little bit better. So to darken it up even more, I'm going to take the bottom darkest brown shade here in my palette and just go to the outer corner and bring that up into the crease and blend it. So for lashes, I just used some dramatic drugstore lashes. I think these are from Ulta. I believe they're called like Eyelure. They're the Vegas dramatic lashes. So for foundation, I'm going to try out my new Farsali Rose Gold Elixir primer, and I'm just going to put that on my face. My skin, I have pretty clear skin, but I have red skin, so that's why I use foundation. I'm pretty pale right now, so I'm going to use my Dior foundation in the shade 15. So I'm going to mix that with my Wet n Wild foundation, the Photo Focus, and that is in the shade 362C. So I'm going to just put a couple of drops of that one first. Other foundation, and just take my finger and add a couple of drops mixed in. I'm going to take my very dirty beauty sponge and blend that in. For concealer, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape, and in the shade Fair Neutral, I'm just going to take that and put that underneath my eyes in a triangle shape. Looks super bright on this camera, but it's really not that light. Just gonna blend that in with my beauty blender. Alright guys, I do not like that foundation together. Don't do that. Like first impressions together, I don't like this at all. Don't mix your photo focus foundation with that, with the Dior. It does weird things to the Shape Tape concealer, which I do not like. So don't do that. So I'm gonna take my Born This Way setting powder, and I'm just gonna bake under my eyes. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender and take the small part. And I'm also gonna take my beauty sponge and bake my smile line. For letting the bake sit, I'm gonna take my light Hoola bronzer and just my brush is dirty, I'm sorry. Just like a bronzing brush. And we're gonna bronze around our forehead. Before we bronze around our face, I'm gonna take my powder brush with just a little bit of setting powder and dab that so it doesn't stick. Alright, I'm gonna take my powder brush and wipe away the baking that we did. Take my Tarte blush in the shade Party. Okay, got a lot of A's, alright? And I'm just going to dip my IT Cosmetics brush in there and smile. Before I do my highlighter, I'm going to take my same Morphe palette that I've been using, and I'm going to do some eyeshadow under the eyes. So I'm going to take that first light shade that we did, the middle one, and I'm going to put that in the bottom lash line. And I'm going to take just a little bit of the burgundy shade we've been using and blend that under the eye too. I'm going to take a mascara, any mascara works, and just put that on the bottom lash line. Forgot to do my nose contour, so I'm going to take that same Hoola light and just take a shader brush and go down the sides of my nose. Alright, because it's New Year's, we have to add a lot of highlight, so I'm going to try these new Sephora drops, and I think I'm just going to start by dabbing a couple and then try blending it with my beauty blender. So when you're using a liquid, you never want to put powder on top of it because it'll look cakey and clumpy. So that's why I didn't really put powder here. Dab a few drops where you would normally highlight, and then, if you can see that. And then also just a couple above my eyebrow too. We're also going to take a couple and do down the bridge of the nose. And your Cupid's bow. I actually tried dabbing that in just with my finger first to see how it looks. Alright, so I like the Sephora drops, but because it's New Year's, we're going to go even crazier with the highlight. So I'm just going to take this tapered highlighting brush, and then I'm going to use Champagne Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. And we're gonna dip into that and just go right over top of the Sephora drops. I'm gonna take the Huda Beauty Kit, and this comes with a lip strobe, a liquid matte, and a lip contour. And you start by lining my lips with the lip contour. Next, I'm gonna take the liquid matte and just put that right over the lip contour that we just did. I'm gonna take the strobing and just put that right in the middle and on the top to add some sparkle and shimmer. This is the finished look that I came up with. Thanks for watching, guys.